Why does this suck?
Okay.
You know, let's change some things around. Record player. Alrighty, you still with me? Okay, okay. Hey. God dang it, this is not fun anymore. Hi everybody, welcome back to my... I think I killed a bug. I think I'm going through an identity crisis. I think that's what this is. I just had the sudden urge to like get rid of books. And I don't even have that many books to start out with. I feel like I'm fairly like minimal in that sense. Even though the minimal people out here have like 5 books tops and I have what, like 4 bookshelves, but I don't know. I feel like I don't have that many and I feel like my conversations kind of circulate around the same books, but regardless, I've read some of them on here and I know that I don't want them anymore. So they're going, they're leaving, out of here. I'm gonna unhaul some books. Not that many. I feel like there's only gonna be like 5 or 6 that I really want to get rid of, but so I'm going to add in doing the Netflix tag. If I can find the original, I will put it below, but I've only kind of seen copies, so... Also, this probably is sprouted by, I got 2 books yesterday and I actually could not fit them on this bookshelf, and that is just kind of wild because I do not have that many books and I've kind of, what is the word? Constricted? Is that the word that I want to use here? I've constricted to these, I guess, 1, 2, 3 bookshelves. These 4, this 4th one up here, you can't even see it because it's not that important right now, is books that like I just don't want to get rid of because they're either like family heirlooms or they have writing in it, or it's just like, man, I don't know. Anyways, tripod going back to its long form. Hey, we're back. That vacuum feels like it's really loud. I'm hating it here. Okay, so I don't think I really explained what tag I was doing here. So I'm doing the Netflix tag, which is basically based on the categories on your Netflix screen. So, you know, like recently added, top picks, keep watching for Claire, those kind of things. You know how it goes. First category is recently watched, so it is the book that I most recently read. So I just finished on audiobook. I finished Dracula by Bram Stoker. Gave it a 4 out of 5. You know, I don't think I recognized the like Catholic propaganda basically that is throughout the entire book. Like it's obviously, you know, that like crucifixes and holy water and stuff is like kryptonite for vampires. Reading the original text as like the living through the Victorian era must have been a trip because everyone is just, you know. I'm currently reading Mexican Gothic by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. I am 57% of the way through according to Goodreads. Very much so enjoying my time here. I thought it was going to freak me out because I do not like horror stuff, but I feel like at the most so far all I've gotten is like jump scares, and that's not fan. There's a fan on the ground. That's not triggering or like scary to me. I think that what I was really expecting out of this was like gross descriptions. There are some gross descriptions for sure in this, but definitely not as bad as I thought. I've definitely read worse. Top picks, so that is something that is highly recommended to you or you are hearing a lot of buzz about. Circe by Madeline Miller. This is definitely like the book I'm going to read next. I read from Madeline Miller before. I read Song of Achilles and people say that this is even better than Song of Achilles. I love to hear it because I love that book. So yeah, while I'm down here, first unhaul, first book we're getting rid of is Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury, and this is a spooky book. It was in October. I was like, okay, come on, spooks. It was so boring, oh my god. But the story was just not it for me. Recently added, so it's a book that has been recently added to my library, and I actually went to the store yesterday and I got These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. It's a Romeo and Juliet retelling in 1920 Shanghai, and I hear there's a monster in it. Very cool, very nice. She did it for the girls. And then I remembered how Romeo and Juliet ends, and I was like, yeah. But regardless, I'm sure this is gonna eat. I'm sure it's gonna be great. Popular on Netflix, so a popular book that you have read. The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Very much so enjoyed this. It lived up to the hype that the girls gave it. I gave it 5 stars. Made me feel very much so big-brained when I was like following the clues and stuff along with them. So, you know, what was this category again? I talk a lot. This book I'm getting rid of happily because I did not enjoy it. Hi, there's a neighbor. I did not enjoy it, and I really wanted to enjoy it, so this feels very awkward and weird. This is Color Me In by Natasha Diaz. I'm not sure if this is her first book that she published, but I just didn't quite care for the style of writing per se. It follows a girl. What's the girl's name again? I'm gonna call her Melanie. That sounds really wrong though. Nevaeh. Where did I get Melanie from? But Nevaeh is a girl who is mixed race. She is black and Jewish, but she passes as white. And so it's just her navigating growing up. Moves in with her family who's black, and her cousins call her out on her privilege, and her dad is forcing her to have a bat mitzvah even though she's 16. Anyways, I think that the content was interesting. I don't want to discredit someone's, you know, experience, because I do remember hearing that this was somewhat semi-autobiographical. But I just didn't quite care for the story. I did not quite care for Nevaeh. She was quite annoying for a good amount of the book. Another book that I can unhaul is Truly Madly Royally by Debbie Rigode. Listen, I really liked this book, like, a lot. I think I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads. It's about a girl who goes to a summer program, a black girl who goes to a summer program on a college campus. She runs into this boy named Owen who is a prince, but we don't know that. Well, we know that. She doesn't know that. They just kind of fall in love or whatever. And they're like 16, 17. It's very much so giving Meghan and Harry, okay? Because Owen is the cutest little precious man, and Zora is super smart and intelligent and like just pretty freaking cool. Owen acknowledges that and is like, I want you to be my girlfriend, but you should know that I'm a prince. And I just feel as though this is how this happened. Catch a glimpse. Hold hands. Except sometimes Harry falls down because his head is stupid heavy. I'm just getting rid of it because I don't see myself reading it again. When I read it the first time, I was filled, I was whole, you know, but it's time to give it away because I just would not read it again. Sometimes you just need to read a Hallmark movie and a book, and that is that. So, okay, next one, comedy. I don't read that many like funny books. I do Freshmen by Tom Ellen and Lucy Iveson. This was another book where I just kind of needed a Hallmark movie and a book, you know what I mean? Actually, I could very much so unhaul this right now. I don't want to though. I could reread this. I'm gonna hold on to it. So this is about 2 freshmen at a college. I think they're in London. They definitely are because they drink tea like at an excessive amount. But they say soccer. I don't know. A book I can unhaul. Joe and Laurie by who wrote this? Margaret Stohl and Melissa De La Cruz. Okay, let me sit down for this one. Listen, I am a Joe March supremacist, okay? Love Lori Lawrence. Big fan energy over here. It says a romantic retelling. So I was hoping to see Joe get what Amy got with Laurie times like at least 3, you know? Kind of stretch out the story a little bit more. That's not what I got. I got basically the plot of Lil Women, right? Okay. Joe has more thoughts about Laurie. Like, they don't get together until like the last 10 pages of the book. And when I tell you that made me mad, you cannot call it a romantic retelling. It is a copy and paste with a few flirtatious thoughts. And I'm mad. I got more of Joe and Fritz in the original than Joe and Laurie in a book called Joe and Laurie. Like, Anyways, I'm gonna throw up. Next one is a drama. It's like a book with a drama king or queen. Okay. I'll go with Breakfast at Tiffany's by Truman Capote. Holly Golightly, original It Girl. Very much so a drama queen though. I love Holly Golightly, like, with a fiery passion. I think that she is that girl. I think she is the moment, the blueprint, the schedule for today, tomorrow, and forever. Animations. So that is gonna be one that has cartoons on the cover. I feel like I have a lot. Is The Rise of Kyoshi by FCE. I mean, it's based off of a cartoon, so I think this is perfect. Yeah, I love women. Watch Again, so a book that I would be willing to read again. I am not a rereader of books. Lovecraft Country by Matt Ruff. I would only reread this because I feel like there's a lot of elements to it that you don't necessarily miss, but you just kind of like read it and you're just like, what? Documentaries, so a nonfiction book. Sorry, Meg, Harry. I will do Reversing Sail This is by Michael A. Gomez. This was basically my textbook for a class I took this semester. It's basically just about the African diaspora, slavery, enslavement, not slavery, okay? Is Harry a bobblehead? I'm sorry, what? It's very interesting going to a historically black college and getting history from, you know, the perspective of my ancestors rather than what's kind of shoved down my throat by the American school system. I spilled. Next one is Action and Adventure. I just choked myself a little bit. You know, I could go Dune. Very much so could go Dune. Okay, what is this? Like the 5th time in a row I've talked about this book in a video. I'm sick of it. You're sick of it. We're all sick of it. Dune. Yeah, we know. Okay, anyways. And then the last one is new releases. So just literally new releases out into the world. And I guess I'll go back to These Violent Delights because this came out like last week, right? So it's new to me and new to the world. Love that for her, Chloe. Actually, only unhauled 5 books. I think I can do some more. I think I heard Mika August say this was her criteria is if you've read the book, did you enjoy it? Do you see yourself reading the book in 2 years? And why do I burp whenever I record? Does the plot still sound interesting to you? You see me, you see me. We see each other. Another book I unhauled that I definitely talked about and I'm holding, yet nowhere to be found. I unhauled Interviews with a Vampire by Anne Rice. I bought it because it was only $3 at the store I went to, opened it up, and there was just very strong elements of sexual assault and racism and rape, and I was just like, no. I only got it because there's the movie with Tom Cruise, you know, whatever. Was not here for the ride that it was about to take me on. So read 10 pages, closed it, and here we are today. Yeah, I got $5 for all the books I unhauled, so I wasn't trying to, like, make a bank over this, but it, Depop. So we're not doing that anymore. So this would have been way more eventful if I recorded what I did. Well, I did record it. When I reorganized my bookshelf, that was basically a book unhaul. I got rid of so many books then. So that's why this has kind of been funneled down to the books I genuinely want to read. So this is awkward. Sorry. Okay. So anyways, ended up being the books that I want to unhaul. Yeah, I suck. Argue with your mom. Here we are. The sun is down. So that means I've been recording for like an hour. Doing what? Who knows? Here's me and my kids. Once again. Looking the exact same. So thank you for watching. This was fun, right? No. I don't know if you would get something out of this. You definitely would not. I hope you were entertained for however long this video is. I had fun. I got rid of some books, going to Half Price Books tomorrow to try to sell these to some unassuming employee. Bye besties. Thank you. Bye.